what is the Wellbeing service?
The Wellbeing service is a service that works with anyone aged 4 to 25. It's basically if you're not feeling great and how you're feeling is kind of affecting living a happy life, we're a service that you can come to, we can talk to you and try and figure out if we can offer some support that might make you feel a little bit better.
So what do you mean by wellbeing?
Well, wellbeing can be a range of things, but mostly it's about looking after your emotional health in the same way that you might look after your physical health.
So it's about kind of feeling happy, confident, fulfilled and able to kind of reach your goals and potential in your life.
So when would someone normally reach out to the Wellbeing service?
I suppose you'd look to get in touch with the Wellbeing service if you feel that any difficulties that you're having, the way that you're feeling, how you're thinking, is sort of getting in the way of you leading your life the way that you'd like to.
What are the different types of help the Wellbeing service can offer?
So there's lots of different things that you can sort of access from our service. Some of that is face-to-face counselling, and that kind of means sitting in a room with somebody and kind of talking about how you feel and getting support that way.
What sort of thing would we do in this session?
There's lots of different things that we could do, and there's lots of different things that would be in the room, so it would be your choice what you might like to do. What kind of things do you think you'd like to do?
I like drawing and I like squishing things.
We've definitely got things like that you could do. So this is something that you might have in the counselling room, some putty, because that can be really helpful when you're talking. If you're feeling a bit anxious or you're feeling a bit angry, you could give it a good squeeze.
So when we think of therapy, we think of sitting in a room, talking to someone. What if that doesn't appeal to people?
So I think there's a lot of people that wouldn't appeal to, and so we do an online counselling where people can send instant messages. We also do a group programme which involves some more activity-based things.
So we run things like graphic novels groups, mindfulness groups, which is all about kind of training your mind a little bit to be quite present, and that can really help with things like anxiety.
Do any of these support services cost any money? Or?
No, so all of the services that we offer are free for anyone aged 4 to 25 that's accessing them.
And how would I access the Wellbeing service?
So you can access the Wellbeing service online and just fill out a really quick form.
You can speak to somebody that you know and trust, and they can kind of help you access the service, or you can access it by yourself. And you can do that by either going onto the website and filling out a really short sort of form, or you can call our phone line as well and speak to somebody over the phone and access us that way.
Could your parents come into the session with you?
Oh, that's a good question, because the counselling sessions, they're just for you. But if you wanted your parent to come in for a little while for their first session, then that would be okay. But normally they would wait outside in the waiting room for you.
So what would happen if I didn't want my parents involved?
So our service works with people from 4 upwards, so there's a whole range of questions about parents in that, but we would always be guided by what you wanted and what was needed for your care.
What would happen if you didn't want to speak to that counsellor but to another counsellor?
Oh, that would be something that you could talk to that counsellor about, and that would be okay. You would be able to see a different counsellor if it didn't feel right for you. It might take a little bit of time in between though, so you might have to wait a little while before another counsellor is available, but you would be able to do that.
So I've been online, I found you guys, and now how long do I get support for? Is there a time limit?
That would really depend on what we'd decided was best going to support you. Most of the things that we offer fairly short term, so 4 to 10 weeks.
After you contact the service, you kind of speak to somebody and they talk to you about kind of what matters to you, what support you'd like, and what we offer. And if there's something that sounds like it might work and it's something that you would like to access, then we can sort of put that in place. So that involves a bit of a waiting time to access that support, and then you'd be contacted by us to let you know when your appointment would be.
If there's one thing you think would be important for people to take away from watching this video, what would it be?
So it would just be that if you're aged 4 to 25 and you feel you need some support, then to get in contact with the Wellbeing Service, to visit our website or to give us a call.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Tom. I've learnt a lot and thank you.
You're welcome. Good to talk to you.
Cheers.